Hello and welcome to this unit, which is on Aristotle's theory of imitation. And I'm Dr. Shyaonti Talwar, who will be taking you through Aristotle's theory of imitation. So, before we go to the actual theory, let's understand and get to know a little bit more about Aristotle. He is considered to be the first scientific literary critic in the Western world who gave criticism a formal shape and who gave criticism the status of a formal discipline. Aristotle was born in the year 384 BC and he died in 322 BC. He was under the tutelage of the great Greek philosopher Plato, who we discussed in the earlier session, but he had his differences with his teacher and his mentor. Aristotle, in fact, was even tutor to Prince Alexander of Macedon, and he founded the Peripatetic school in 335 BC. And this school offered diverse subjects. So, like we have Plato, who founded the academy, we have his disciple Aristotle laying the foundation of an equally important school. Aristotle was a voluminous writer, and he has around 400 volumes to his credit. His greatest works include dialogues on monarchy, natural history, rhetoric, logic, metaphysics, politics, and poetics. His theory of literary criticism is embodied in his work Poetics. Now, let's understand what the theory of imitation according to Aristotle is. So, before I draw your attention to the bullet points, I would like to have this quote over here. I would like your attention for this quote. According to Aristotle, imitation is natural to man from his infancy. He is a strong advocate of imitation. Now, we see Plato criticizing art because he finds that art is nothing but an imitation of the reality around us, which is an imitation of the idea in the mind of the creator. And that is Plato's reservation against art, because he feels that something which is an imitation cannot be valuable or cannot be really insightful because it's a mere copy. It does not add value, it does not have anything extra to give us. But according to Aristotle, imitation is extremely important. It is organic to man's nature. That is what he's trying to say over here. So he says imitation is natural to man from his infancy. Right from the stage of infancy, humans learn through imitation. In fact, the whole process of language happens through imitation, right? Man differs from other animals, particularly in this, that he is imitative and acquires his rudiments of knowledge in this way. Besides, the delight in it is universal. So he says there is not a single person in this world who does not enjoy imitation, and that is because imitation is organic, it is integral to our existence. We learn through imitating, we evolve through imitating. We become a society, we form a culture through imitation. So that is Aristotle's argument in favor of imitation. And of course, there are a number of things he goes on to talk about in his defense of imitation. So, Aristotle believes that imitation is actually that which unifies all art forms, and it is the common ground which all art forms have. But he does not agree with Plato that imitation is just a mere copy, or that it is a servile and very ordinary copying process. He looks at it as a creative process. And he believes that the comparison of poetry to painting is not appropriate.